Kenny, very few people will be surprised, of course, by the jubilation outside court from the MK party supporters.
Well, good morning to you, Nati, and Ayanda rather, and the viewers at home. The ANC has failed in their bid to invalidate the registration of the newly formed political party Mkhonto we Sizwe, which is backed by current ANC member and former ANC President Jacob Zuma. Now, what you've seen in the court is that the ANC practically got a hiding on all grounds in the electoral court. That is jurisdiction, urgency, and on the merits of the case. They failed to advance that this registration that was done by the Deputy CEO was unlawful. Now, I am going to step out of frame to give you those visuals of the very pleased, very excited members of Mkhonto we Sizwe celebrating outside the court, Ayanda, as they've learned that the implications of this ruling now is that the party remains registered. It is a valid political party. However, the battle doesn't end here between the ANC and the MK. The two parties will head to the KwaZulu-Natal Court, High Court Division rather, sitting in Durban, to now challenge the heart and soul of Mkhonto we Sizwe, the legacy of Mkhonto we Sizwe, the use and the name of that logo. The main question, or the central question rather, in that court will be who owns this name Mkhonto we Sizwe and who has the right to claim it and use it. Of course, a matter of this nature as well, you can expect will have implications on the 2024 general elections, because if they are successful in interdicting the use and the name of that logo, then it leaves us with the question as to what name this political party will have to use in the 2024 polls, where it is expected to contest, as we now know from the electoral court, that this registration is now valid.
So if you like, the MK party has won round one of the fight against the ANC. Round two is going to be fought in Durban tomorrow, as you mentioned. And when it comes to the latter, the second litigation, if you like, in the High Court in Durban, we've kind of been here before. I mean, the ANC had similar arguments against COPE when that party was founded, making pretty much the same argument around the Congress of the People being an identity of the ANC and being co-opted, if you like, by a separate organization.
Well, Ayanda, you are a bit inaudible there, but however, I will try to explain what the exact issue is before the High Court sitting in Durban. The trademark is what will be debated in that court when we sit tomorrow to hear that very important application. The ANC will argue that this name, this legacy, which we understand to be the former name of the apartheid military wing, their contribution to the struggle and what South Africa is today, 30 years into democracy, doesn't need to be explained further. The ANC will claim that legacy as their own and will argue in the court that nobody can abuse, or rather use, the name of Mkhonto we Sizwe to advance political objectives other than the ANC, who own that name.
All right, Kenny Mapanga, until you are in a situation where I'm sure you can hear me better, we'll leave it there for now. Kenny Mapanga, in the midst of great excitement, and who can blame them? The MK party, of course, also understanding that a lot hinges on whatever the electoral court has found, and the court, of course, has found in their favor, saying that their registration by the IEC was, in fact, lawful. Kenny Mapanga outside the High Court in Johannesburg. We'll certainly reconnect with her as soon as she's able to have a much more lucid conversation with us.